Can I say that I am so completely tired of Jennifer? So completely tired of Jennifer. Like, literally, she is just draining. Whatever. Let's talk about it. And I'm like, come on through, Cookie. I want to pull my soapbox. That's basically it. Let's talk about drag and all its forms. What, Cookie? Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on this video. This is my review for Basketball Wives, and this is season 7, episode 4. As I said, I am about drained with Jennifer. It's to a point where it's a shame, but I literally want to see somebody reach for her. I just want somebody to just whoop her ass, because it's just, and it's going to get to that point. Everything has Jennifer. It's like after every damn commercial break, we come back, Jennifer's in somebody's goddamn business. And then she's clueless about what her business is, but she's in everybody else's business. We're going to talk about it. Just watch what I'm talking about. Okay, so we left off last time. We were at OG's party, and all of this here stuff was going on with Tammy and Jackie and Jennifer, the guy was saying, oh, I'm trying to get everybody together. And that's the excuse for being in everybody's business. I want all my friends to get along. Well, that's real cute, because at some point, Jennifer, bitch, everybody's going to be getting along, but ain't nobody going to be getting along with you. Did you ever think about that, you goofball? But anyway, so we got Kristen is there too. Now, Tammy and Jackie and Evelyn do what they do. They're normal. Nothing got solved. Tammy got up and left. Jackie and Evelyn sitting over there breathing hard. And Jen's, well, shut up. And then OG comes and she sits down, and she did literally try to like insert herself into what was going on. And it was kind of weird. But Kristen had said to Jackie, let me play devil's advocate, Jackie. Do you kind of realize why Evelyn is saying that she doesn't really want to talk? She doesn't really want to do, this was what Kristen was doing was really the approach when you're trying to get some resolve. And Jackie left with Kristen. I was like, wait a minute, Jackie, now hold up. I wasn't real keen on that, and the funny part is, I believe if Malaysia would have been there, Jackie wouldn't have talked to Kristen like that. So Jackie messy, but Jackie has who she plays with, who she don't play with, who she crosses and who she doesn't. If Malaysia would have been present, Jackie wouldn't have got smart with Kristen, and I'm pretty much willing to bet money on it. But anyway, she gonna tell her, let me tell you something, I don't have to understand a motherfucking thing. I said, wait a minute. I mean, like, why was that even necessary? Like, everybody was weighing in on whatever it is they wanted to weigh in on. Jackie, why is you going like that with this girl? I just didn't get that. But whatever. Kristen paid it. She paid it. She was like, whatever. Then OG sat down and she went to say something, and Kristen was like, wait a minute, you just sat down. Like, and then OG just went off on Kristen. I was like, what the hell just happened here? Like, it was just the weirdest thing. But the two of them end up getting into it. And then she tells Kristen to get out of her party. Well, you wasn't even invited, so you can leave. She was like, I sure can, but wait a minute. Now I'm going to give Kristen this. Kristen reminds me of one of my aunts that passed away. My aunt was a motherfucker, okay? My aunt, she would get her shit going, and you couldn't put her out of nothing. She'd be like, I ain't leaving yet, bitch. That's how she got down. And she wouldn't leave. Come hell or high water, she leave when the fuck she got ready. It might be the next day. That's just how she got down. Man, I miss her. But anyway, Kristen was like, yeah, I'll leave when I'm done with this drink. I said, bitch, you know what? I wish a bitch would. When I tell you to get the fuck out of my space, and you tell me about you gonna leave when you get ready to leave, I can pretty much guarantee you I'm gonna beat your ass, or you're gonna beat mine. You're gonna definitely have access to it. There's going to be a fucking fight. If I tell you to get out of my house or get out of whatever my event is, and you don't leave, bitch, there's going to be a fight. There's not going to be any more talking. Either I'm going to whoop your ass or you're going to have full reign to whoop mine. But there's going to be some motherfucking swinging going on. That bitch, Kristen, sat her pretty ass right there. I'll leave when I'm done with this drink. Drank it and then took her time. Got up. See y'all. And went to walking out. Straight, and Miss Lizzie, look cute. I'm going to say, bitch, you look a mess. You and that dumbass hat on your head. You and that dumbass bathing suit. Them saggy ass motherfucking titties. I said, no, you're not walking out talking shit. If that ain't my aunt, honey. If that ain't my aunt. Anyway, she was talking her shit. And then OG gets up and goes behind her. Then you want to try to have this dialogue. Why are we having this dialogue? Like, that was so stupid. And truly, Kristen was just leaving. She didn't start talking the shit until after OG came, going to walk behind her and then try to have the dialogue like, well, I don't understand where that all came from and this, that, and the other. Fuck all that. You put her out and that was it. She's leaving. Ain't nothing else to say after you sat there and watched her drink the drink. Because you ain't no tough bitch for real, OG. Because when she sat there and drank the drink, we knew you wasn't no tough bitch. But anyway, she's going on, and Kristen was like, you know, she's like explaining or whatever, and the OG says something, but it just didn't work. And she told Kristen said, I don't have time for this shit, baby. I'm married. I have a baby. I'm not anyone's child, so nobody can talk to me like that. Like, don't try to talk to me like I'm a child. I'm married and I have a baby. She gonna say, well, where's your husband at? She said, of course he's with my baby. And she will say, oh, is he? Now, Kristen, I'm going to get with you in a minute about that. But that threw her off. And that's where Kristen got pissed. And that's when she started reading about what OG looked like and all that. And she's like, fuck you, child. She left. OG then goes to some guy. I don't know what his whole issue was. It's like this random guy at the party with his bitch ass. And they're going back and forth. I'm like, you got a whole party full of bitches here. Why are you and him gossiping about Kristen? Who is he? Because now it was different. I mean, we expect this from their pocket gays, but this wasn't a pocket gay. Who is this motherfucker? Who is he? And why is he so invested in this bullshit? Go play. Go shoot some baskets or something. Get your ass out of here. Get out of here. That wasn't a good look for his ass. Not at all. That wasn't a good look. I was like, don't get it. She talking shit. Whatever, Kristen. But again, I guess well, you know what? I just answered my own fucking question. If she went over there and said that shit that she said to him, to those girls, they would tell Kristen. She was talking about whooping Kristen's ass. So if she went over there and told Jackie and them that shit about whooping Kristen's ass, sure enough, that shit would have got back to Kristen. So I just answered my own question. Girl, you were being safe because you's a punk bitch. Bye, OG whore. Girl, you corny. Anyway, anti-way. Cornball. I messed. Answer my own question. Okay, moving on. Shawnee and Miles. Shawnee, you better watch Miles, girl. You gonna be a grandma soon. I ain't fucking around with Miles. They're down there talking about this weed business again, and Miles is carrying on talking to Shawnee, and Shawnee's telling him about a soft opening, and he didn't know what that was. So she explained to him what a soft opening was for a business, and he's like, I don't know. When you said soft opening, it just made me think of a butthole. I said, oh, not to your mother, child. I said, oh. It's like, okay, it made me sit up. I was like, what? Girl, watch Miles, honey. Miles is a little freak, honey. You gonna mess around. You gonna be a granny, honey, mess around with Miles, Miss Shawnee. Keep your eye on him, honey. Looking just like her. I said, Lord have mercy. And he kept on going about this butthole and soft openings. And I said, Lord have mercy. I got a good laugh off of that. Watch him, Shawnee. Watch him, honey. So after that, we end up seeing Shawnee, Kristen, Jen, and Evelyn. And they were sitting down, they were talking about the whole thing about OG's party and all that, what went down. That motherfucking Jen is a two-faced bitch. She really is. She's sitting there at the table with them, and she's talking about OG and what went on and the party and all of that, and how OG was wrong for the way she approached Kristen. But then in the confessional, going to say, Kristen better watch out because OG will knock you out. So which is it, Jen? Or does it just depend on what crowd you sit with, you two-faced whore? Just a mess. I said, you act just like everybody ain't going to see this. It's going to be a mess. You're going to be a mess, honey. And come this damn, well, I think your ass is going to be whipped before we get to the reunion. I hope it is. But if not, at that reunion, bitch, it's going to be on. It's going to be a shit show. You're going to be right back in the shit like you usually are, Jen. Anyway, Kristen, here's where I'm going to get your ass together. Something's going on. There's something going on and it's coming up, y'all. Now, y'all mark my words here, 10 minutes or so into this video. Something is going on, okay? And Kristen, bitch, you are way too bothered by one little statement that this bitch made that you don't really know. You don't really know OG. You just met this bitch. Y'all had a little run-in, and that bitch made a comment about where your husband was at. And bitch, you got all in your feelings. Now, I'm going to go ahead and step out here and say, OG, that bitch knows something. Because she ain't just keep doing this. And then, see, I don't usually do this, but at the end of the program, there was, you know how they showed the stuff for the next episode. OG is going to approach that thing about Kristen's husband. Yet again. There's something that motherfucking OG knows about Kristen's goddamn husband. What is it that you know about Thomas, OG bitch, that you ain't telling us? And I can't wait till next week to find out. And Kristen, what is it about Thomas that you already know, bitch, and trying to allude to because you got too fucking upset about a bitch that you don't know saying something about a husband that you got that she don't know? So what is it that you know that you're not telling us? What is it that Thomas does? Does Thomas have a hot dick, Kristen? Have you had a problem with Thomas and the hot dick? Because there's a whole other thing where you want to have this other baby. And you're real pressing. You were pressing it down this whole episode about wanting to have this other baby. And Thomas don't want another baby right now. You went all the way to the point where you're ready to trick Thomas into having a baby. You try to get him all drunk so you could leap up on his dick and have his baby that he don't want. Well, I'm going to tell you something, Kristen. I'm going to tell you something. Girl, listen. From one old queen to old young queen, honey. Don't go and trick your husband. I don't give a fuck if he is your husband. Don't trick your husband into having no baby that he don't want right now. Because, bitch, you are going to regret it. Because there's going to be resentment. And it may not come out right then, but it will come out at some point. And it could tear your whole fucking marriage apart. Now, I'm telling you, I've been there, seen that. I have seen this happen. Don't trick no man into having no baby that they ain't ready to have. That shit might tear up your whole goddamn situation. I'm telling you, try to get him drunk. And keep on throwing them little sly remarks in there. It didn't look good. It didn't look cute at all. Fuck, you want to have a baby by somebody that don't want to have a baby? Leave it alone. You got one. Get her ass off of the counter while you cooking and shit and deal with that one. But don't go have a baby out of no slick shit. That just ain't good. But anyway, do what you want. I done told you. You heard it here. But OG, bitch, you got some shit with you. There's some shit you ain't saying. And Kristen, there's some shit that you know that you're alluding to, honey, because that bitch got all up underneath your skin. Ain't no kind of bitch that don't know me get up underneath my skin about my motherfucking husband. Unless there's some shit going on that I ain't saying. Okay, y'all. Moving on. Jackie and Doug. Why do we even do this scene? Doug was so motherfucking over it. They went to a tango class. Doug ain't wanted to tango. Maybe not just with Jackie. But he didn't want to be bothered. You could tell he didn't want to be bothered with his funny look self. I said, Lord have mercy. He ain't want to be there. That whole thing. And of course, Jackie, you know, she makes everything so. This is like sex. I said, child. Even with you throwing the sex shit in there, Doug ain't interested, girl. A mess. Anyway, Shawnee and Tammy. Jen again, honey. Shawnee sits down with Tammy for a talk that they basically needed to have. But it's not to say that Jen needs to say when they need to have it. They sit down and Shawnee tells Tammy, oh, well, Jen said, I said, oh, this bitch. Jen said that you had a problem with the fact that when I was at your show, that I wasn't laughing at your jokes when you were talking about Evelyn. Okay, so I'll say again, Jen, you need to mind your motherfucking business because you really treading on some water that you know better. You know better. And the thing was, I was kind of glad they had this conversation because Shawnee wasn't even aware that she had done that. She wasn't aware that she had done that. There was really, I don't, and I believe her. I believe her for, because I don't always believe shit that Shawnee be saying. Shawnee's shady. But I believe wholeheartedly Shawnee didn't even realize that she didn't laugh at the jokes and that, but she wasn't really throwing shade at Tammy. And Tammy needed to hear that. Okay. And like Tammy said, I don't ever believe there will ever be a time where me and Shawnee won't be good. But Jennifer needs to watch herself before I beat the goddamn brakes off her ass. I'm saying. Jen, you playing and you only, girl, you know better. You know better. Anyway, so a little bit later on after that, Shawnee, Jen, and Tammy get together. I said, oh, here it comes. It's getting ready to go, it's going to turn full circle right back to you, bitch. The trouble, because you know how to, that damn Shawnee. I said, okay. And I will say this yet again in the second week. That wet and wavy wig that Tammy is wearing, I'm liking that. I love that look. It looks very natural. And it does look like it could actually be her hair, her hair or a weave or whatever. That looks good, Tammy. You stick with that, girl. I like that. That's nice. Anyway, on to this shit. So they're sitting there, and Jen is still with her bullshit. I'm tired of being stuck in the middle between the stuff with Evelyn and Tammy, and I hate when somebody does this. Like she's kept push about this friendship with Evelyn. It's none of your fucking business. It is none of your business. Why are you, and you're not stuck in the middle. You're inserting yourself that, and the thing is, you don't even realize that you got this going on. You're doing this with the Shawnee thing. You done got yourself inserted into the stuff with Evelyn and Tammy. Evelyn and Tammy know exactly where they are and where they want to be with it. Shawnee and Tammy know where they are and where they want to be with their shit. The only person that's delusional and clueless about what's going on is you. You don't even realize that Tammy's like 2 seconds from fucking you up. Dumbass. And I'm here for it. Just smack her hard one time, Tammy, just in one eye. Pow! I'm just so sick of her. That Jen, ooh. I can't wait for somebody to walk some Louboutins up your goddamn back. Keep on. Anyway, moving on. Jackie. Jackie sat with her daughter Chantel and her baby. And we found out Chantel and Takari are actually at odds now, too. With this whole shit with Jackie and back and forth with Takari and Jackie. I'm like, this is a mess. That whole shit is fucking up your whole family. It's a mess. Chantel divulged to Jackie basically that she's like, girl, you didn't never hug me when I was growing up. And Jackie's like, yes, I did. Yeah. I was like, no, for what she's saying, Jackie, I don't think you did. And then shortly after there, we seen a genuine piece of Jackie for a change. It was genuine. It was absolutely genuine. And Jackie took it in instead of arguing and becoming combative. And she started off with the argument that she's like, left it alone. Tell the truth, shame the devil, about the fact that maybe you didn't hug her enough. And that's what she said. How can you tell me that you hugged me enough? How do you know how much I needed to be hugged? I said, go check that shit out. And she's absolutely right. She's absolutely right. And it is weird. It's a weird dynamic. And that's what she said. She said, Chantel said, and I think that's why I'm so adamant with my baby that I'm always hugging my baby because I didn't get hugged enough. I said, well, check that out. And it is strange. And it made me think for a minute because I'll tell you right now, I don't have any issues at all about my mother or my grandmother. I always knew my mother and my grandmother loved me. We argue about whatever we argue about or whatever like that. It's not a problem. But anybody who's been watching me any time know that I love my mother absolutely to fuck to death. And I love my grandma, and it was what it was. But I can tell you, sitting here on this day, I I don't ever remember ever hugging my mother or my grandmother. I didn't touch them, and don't touch them, other than like if I was doing their hair. That's as much body contact as we've ever had through all these years, and I'm 46 years old. I can't actually even tell you a time when I literally hugged my mother, and I mean through all the cancer stuff and all that. Getting my kids and finishing adoption. I mean, all that graduations, any of those episodes where people would actually hug or. Mm-mm. I've had no physical contact with my grandmother or my mother at all. That's not what we do. And it's so funny because I noticed a few years ago that my mother and my brother actually do hug each other. And it was strange because I thought that was just her and that's just what she, but we don't. We just don't. And I don't remember my grandmother hugging, period. That's what her. She called you a motherfucker. And you saw, oh, damn, she loved me. She should call me a motherfucker. But my mother, me and her, no physical contact. Her and my brother, total opposite. But anyway, but never a question of whether she loved me or not, child. Never a question. And I've told you all that before, and I'm ready to say this, and then I'm going to get down off my soapbox. When my ass was diagnosed with cancer, baby, my mother showed up at my house in July and never left my house until December. You understand? When I turned around, I was flat on my back. The only person that was standing right there was my mother. So there's no question about whether or not my mother loves me. That's just not our dynamic. Now, when it comes to all my friends, I hug all my friends. All my friends, male, female, gay, straight. I actually am an actual affectionate person. I am a hugger, but I just don't hug my mother. It is the weirdest thing. I don't know. I can't explain it to you all. I need to write my goddamn self and ask James and put it in my email and then go over there and answer it. I have no idea. But anyway, okay, I'm down off my soapbox, but on bam, and we're back, and let's move on because this ain't about me. Well, I made it about me, but whatever. Anyway, my channel. Let's move on. Okay, so later on in the program, Jackie actually did. I said, well, when they first showed that stuff with Jackie and Chantel, I said, well, that's the last we'll ever see of that. A nice little genuine moment with Jackie Christie. Whoever thought it? And then we seen another one. I said, damn, Jackie, what you trying to do? You trying to make me soften up on you, Jackie? Jackie went to see a therapist. And they immediately went right to the root of the problem. And this woman was good. Because, they have these psychotherapists on these shows. They be a fucking mess. This woman was good, but she went right into it. Jackie had bad foster parents and a bad fostering situation. When she's like 7 or 8 years old, and that's where she said her anger and things actually started from. I was like, wow. So I'm like, I was all engulfed. I'm like, wow, Jackie, come on, give it up. And that's where they went, and they were talking, and it was just good, and you could see it was penetrating. And you could get Jackie was getting it. This whole thing, I hope she continues to go. And I hope she continues to go to that psychotherapist because the session was good for Jackie. And the doctor that she has is good for Jackie. It just worked. I hope she continues because I think that there's progress that Jackie can actually make. And she's working on Jackie. And I believe that it will help with her whole shit. Maybe not with these girls or any of that, but definitely with Takari and Chantel. Because everything ain't peachy king with her and Chantel either. But we're always focused on the Takari situation. Everything with Chantel and Jackie ain't peachy king either. But I think this will help. So I hope Jackie continues on with that. And it was very interesting to actually see an actual genuine moment with Jackie Christie and no sex bullshit, no dumb outfits and dumb hair, none of that clowning, just Jackie Christie. And I was like, all right, Jackie, now I'm pulling for you with that. I'm pulling for you with your recovery. All that old dumb shit you do, girl, I'm going to keep tearing you up about that, bitch. You know I'm going to do that. But, yeah, girl, I'm here for you and your self-help. Keep up the good work, bitch. Anyway, okay. So, speaking of mothers and daughters, Shawnee, why is you trying to give Deer a goddamn heart attack? Shawnee trying to take Deer out of here. Tell her about this whole weed business and all of this, and that Miles gonna be in the business and trying to get Deer to put her cakes and put weed in her cake and put weed in her goddamn sweet tea. I said, girl, she ready to knock Deer off. Deer's like, girl, no, what is you talking about? So I had laughed about that, but I figured at some point Shawty gonna talk Deer into it. But child, Deer was not here for none of that shit Shawty was talking about. Lord have mercy, had her ready to pick her Bible up. It was funny as hell. I said, Lord have mercy. I enjoyed that scene. That was funny. But Shawnee, take it easy on Deer, honey. Deer ain't ready for all that. Anyway, last thing. Jen, fucking bitch again. Malaysia and Evelyn. Here we go again. With people wanting to, not people, Jen. Malaysia and Evelyn. It ain't got nothing to do with you. Here you go again. Come to find out, Evelyn and Malaysia don't even have a problem with each other. You putting them together told I want all my friends to get along. They don't even have a problem with each other, you dumbass bitch. But the part that you did miss, bitch, Malaysia got a problem with you. I said, she is a fucking idiot. Malaysia's still mad at you, bitch, about that bullshit with that Cece. Shit, with that happy ending and all that shit, that rumor. She still ain't completely forgave you about that, bitch. She didn't let Evelyn off the hook, but she hadn't completely let you off the hook, bitch. While you so busy trying to fix shit with her and Evelyn that ain't even going on. Fucking dumb bitch. Somebody's going to kick your ass, Jen, and I'm going to be sitting right over here kikiing and cackling. A fucking mess. Anyway, y'all, I'm done. I done talked long enough. I will catch you guys next week so we can figure out what the fuck's going on with OG. Some shit's going down. That whore knows something, and I want to know what it is. All right, y'all. Later.